And welcome to Local Edition on Time Warner Cable. I'm Steve Swatt with the Sacramento Report. In the next few minutes, we're going to look at emergency preparedness and medical response with a particular focus on what's called active shooter incidences. My guest this segment is Freddie Rodriguez, a member of the State Assembly from Chino. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I guess we should set up your background and why you're so interested in all of this. For 29 years, you were an EMT.
Correct.
And I don't know if you've ever been involved in an active shooter situation, but you certainly know what it takes to coordinate medical response in an emergency situation.
Yes, it's very crucial that not only how do we respond to those situations, but how do we effectively transport or treat the patients that are hurt or injured as a result of these situations.
I know I was reading some information that between 2000 and 2012 in this country there were 84 so-called active shooter situations in the U.S., but 12 just in 2013 alone. So this is becoming more and more of a problem.
Correct. So that's why I want to see what we can do to better respond to those types of situations as of what occurred at the LAX shooting here last year.
Well, let's talk about LAX for a little bit. Give us a little background, exactly what happened and how it affected the emergency response.
I think with that area is because it was a very area of high concentration of folks being at the airport where we had an individual walk in there and started shooting at people. So really, I think caught everybody off guard, so to speak. So as a result of that incident that occurred, I think one TSA agent was killed and several folks were injured as a result of that. So with that, we wanted to see how we can better respond to those situations that occur. But not only just at airports, what about sporting venues as well, and other area ports here in California, not just LAX, here in Sacramento, Ontario, and others as well.
Is that a situation where you have an active shooter situation? The police or the sheriffs or whoever, law enforcement rushes in, and they are primarily concerned with quelling the shooter, getting the shooter, and a lot of times the injured victims are just sort of forgotten about for a while.
Yeah, so to speak, because they get so caught up with trying to find or isolate that shooter that's creating the issues. But my part of it, how do we also effectively treat and transport the patient that become injured as a result of it? Because sometimes that gets overlooked because things get somewhat chaotic.
So I know you chair a select committee that deals with this issue, and you have an upcoming informational hearing in Los Angeles?
Correct.
And you're going to talk about the LAX situation, but you're also inviting, I know, officials from UC San Francisco, from AEG, which runs Staples, and all
Correct.
sorts of other folks to try to see if there's a problem and how to correct it?
Correct, because out of the LAX incident, they have doing some training and better respond to those. So let's see what they've learned from that and how we can take that statewide, like I said. Fortunately, this is what we're being faced with now as of these incidents are becoming more and more year after year. So I feel that we need to better respond to these situations and look at it from a big perspective. One, as I stated before, how to isolate and take care of that person that is causing a problem, but then also how do we treat and transport the patients that are out of there, because we know EMS personnel, firefighters, paramedics, they don't have anything to protect themselves from being hurt or injured.
Right, so you're looking at this from various perspectives. One is get the bad guy, but also help the victims and also the EMTs who are in the line of fire also.
Correct. So we'll see. I think a lot of it's going to come out of what we have in this hearing coming up soon, and the lessons learned from that and move forward from there that maybe come up with a plan that we can all effectively work together with.
All right, well, we're out of time, but we'll certainly watch with interest not only your hearing, but also potential legislation that might result from that hearing. Freddie Rodriguez, thank you for coming by and talking about it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And thanks to our viewers also for watching Local Edition on Time Warner Cable. A reminder, you can see this and other interviews on My Government On Demand, also on YouTube. I'm Steve Swatt. Have a great day.